Get ready for the dictation. Start. As India slowly attempts to lift its nationwide lockdown under compulsion of reviving the economy, labor rights are disappearing at an astonishing pace. Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat, which are states ruled by the Bharatiya Janata Party, took the lead in suspending crucial labor laws for varying lengths of time. This strategy visualizes affecting the economic turnaround through improvement of India's rank in the ease of doing business index, thereby attracting foreign direct investment and enthusing domestic private capital. Flexible labor and environmental laws are key instruments through which improvement in ranking is short. Incidentally, India's rank jumped from 130 in 2016 to 63 in 2019. Such thinking forms the core of the Make in India program. Therefore, elements of labor law dilution are already visible in the four labor codes aimed at consolidating 44 central labor laws. These are on wages, industrial relations, social security, and occupational safety, health, and working conditions. However, what is surprising is the undemocratic manner by promulgating ordinance and notifying rules in which labor rights are suspended without tripartite discussion. The community in direction of policy, although more vigorously pursued now, is obvious. For instance, consider the extension of a workday up to 12 hours. In argued that this would address the problem of labor shortages at a time when social distancing is the norm. Interestingly, draft rules on the Code on Wages 2019 already proposed extension of a workday by an hour from 8 to 9 hours when the novel coronavirus pandemic was now here on the horizon. Further, even though working hours are extended, there is no provision for overtime pay in Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat, although such provisions are available in Uttarakhand, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Himachal Pradesh. Next, take the UP ordinance that shockingly exempts employers from complying with the Minimum Wages Act 1948. However, the Code on Wages 2019 makes a distinction between national minimum wage calculated on the basis of an objective formula and national floor wage without providing a methodology to calculate it. This was done on purpose for the minimum wage calculated by a government appointed committee in 2018 was rupees 375 per day, whereas the national floor wage in the same year was a mere rupees 176 per day. However, state governments under the wage code are directed to set their minimum wages only above the national floor wage. Thus, states vying for private investment would essentially consider the national floor wage, and this in effect would dilute the idea of minimum wage. Additionally, the UP ordinance also exempts employers from complying with the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. Therefore, employers can hire and fire workers at will. However, employers even now are allowed to offer fixed term employment without any restrictions on the number of renewals. Hence, firms hardly face any problem in adjusting their workforce. Stop.